What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Integral Podcast. Sandwich Punch and I are coming at you with two guests, Raph from Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms and Corey, who slays in Fight Club.
Hey,
Welcome,
guys.
gents.
Well,
Good evening.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, we're excited to talk about this. You've got a cool
been a
project
while,
going
too.
on.
It's always fun to have new people on, and then Raph, you've been a guest on before, and I've been on your show several times. I did want to get into, so we're first wanted to touch on just kind of some of the current topics, the stuff that's going on right now. So one thing was I wanted to get everyone's thoughts. With the last AMA, we were supposed to have Serendel 2.0 tomorrow, and now it's TBD. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Some people are like, oh, it's super bearish. It's just in the line of everything's always getting delayed. But, what are your thoughts? Personally, I think this is the same, Beth. I feel the same way that I did when they delayed, I think it was gardening or mining back in December last year. And I think these are just one of the things it's much better to go out with the polished product than to come out faster just to get it to market faster. Like, I don't think there's a huge race to market right now in current market conditions. But what are you guys' thoughts?
I agree. Honestly, and this isn't like a knock on DeFi Kingdoms, but if this like ruffles your feathers, then you haven't been around DeFi Kingdoms very long. Like, this is not
or
that
any crypto project.
Yeah, any crypto project whatsoever. It's like things just get delayed. Like, they delay the Serendel 2.0, and it's like this point it's like just bounces off. So it's not really ruffling my feathers. It's not really anything. You kind of just expect some of these things in crypto projects. So I didn't take it as a negative sign. It's just, if they hit it, it's like, wow, you guys rocked it. But you kind of expect delays. That's the approach I've taken.
Yeah, I was kind of at the beginning of the project, well, towards the beginning, and this was a very common occurrence towards when they're first developing the game, for them to always come out and be like, oh, we're pushing this back because we haven't developed it yet. Oh, we're pushing this back. And it was just like, we got used to that. And I'll tell you this, like, whenever they came back and actually released whatever part of the game that they were developing, and they told us like, oh, we're waiting, but then they came out and actually released it, like, it always came out really good. So that's comforting to know that when they do have to delay something, that they usually always come, when they do release it, it's usually on point. Like, it's a really good product that they usually release.
Yeah, it's polished.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's for me, it's not really changing the way that I'm playing the game. And, I'm really hoping for a large influx of users with Serendel 2.0 launching on the Klaytn network. So, I'd like a lot of people in getting a polished product the first time around. So I'm excited. And probably just as bullish as ever. So this hasn't really changed my mindset or my strategy.
Yeah, and like, I think we saw this was a big issue with Crystal Bells. And let me, I guess, take one step back. I'm hopeful and optimistic that what they said, which was maybe some of the phase 2 items that were going to come after the launch of Serendel 2.0 on November 21st, which has now been delayed, maybe some of those phase 2 items can now launch with phase 1. And I think the more that we get to launch with phase 1, the better, because Crystal Bell launched and all it was, it was just another yield farm.
Couldn't do anything. Yeah.
And it was very lucrative for some people, but like, that's when all it is a yield farm. That's when you see a token go up to $40 and then down to $1. And so I'm hopeful that the more utility that's there, which there's already a lot on Crystal Bell, I think it's the more the better.
On that
anything else on that?
Like this, they have one shot. They only get a launch Serendel 2.0 once on Klaytn. So you have one chance to capture as much audience as you can. Like, it's way more forgiving if you do it right the first time than say you launch and you make a whole bunch of adjustments and come out with new features. Like, you don't get to capture that initial hype of a launch of a project like down the road.
Again,
You
yeah,
get
like
once, so it's
mhm.
or you can come out with on the first swing with as much features as you can. Like, that is going to capture your largest audience. So yeah, the delay is, it's whatever. Do it right, get it done right the first time. It's not hurting us at all right now.
Yeah, a prime example, and I'm not going to say the name of the project on purpose, and please don't drop it if you know what I'm talking about. But I think most of us here were probably in a project. It launched, everyone staked up their liquidity tokens, and then there was a bug in the contract, and you couldn't withdraw, and it was like it was catastrophic on the price. I think a lot of people were just like, oh, like contracts had to be redone, and it was honestly just kind of a mess. So like, got to get it right. Okay, enough on that. Gen0s were happening this last week. Did anybody win besides one?
Stop. Don't toot your own horn here, man. I'm already feeling bad enough about
I got super lucky. I got super lucky. So when they announced I was doing a few summons, and when they announced that every subsequent summon would be worth 0.02 more tickets than the other one, I went and bought a ton of Gen 1s, and I just summed them all down to 5 out of 10, sold them. Anything that was a 5 out of 5 advanced, sold it for more cash, and I was literally just trying to get more tickets. And honestly, I didn't have that many. I think I summoned like 80. So which is a lot, but like there was people that summoned a lot more than that, and I was super fortunate. But
so tell me this: did it cost you much to do that strategy?
I think after selling everything, I was probably down like 500 to 600 crystal.
Oh, yeah, that's
not too bad.
And I'm actually still holding 2 5 out of 5 shapeshifters. So I mean, honestly, if I sold those, I'm probably down like 200 crystal. Yeah. Again, it was super lucky though. Like my odds were not high. Did anybody in the chat win? Let's see here. Rock 808. Didn't Rock 808? Did you win one?
Rock 808. I can't remember if he got one actually.
So I know in DFK Helper, like the guys using DFK Helper, there was 8 people who won. 8 different people who won.
Wow.
And
we
I mean, these weren't
had
like
about 7 guild members win. 6 or 7 people that are in the social guild for ADFK. And so, yeah, really neat. I would say, I think there was like 2 or 3 of them that won with like a small number of tickets, like 30 or less. I think there's one guy who won like with like 10 tickets.
Dang.
I mean, I don't know if we want to like, this would be like Bloater Punch would like have a heyday over these types of conversations, but like some people are super jilted that Frisky Fox won one of the was it the dark summoning or the summoning?
It was the summoning.
And it was like a small amount.
It was
not. It was like a very small amount of tickets, if I recall correctly. Like, yeah, do we even want to like touch this?
Everyone's gonna have their own opinion. Like,
right.
It's just very opinionated. I personally,
it's like,
don't think that they should participate. At least like the big core members, I just don't think they should participate in the.
Well, isn't that like saying if you own a company, you can't buy your own product, and if you do, you have to give it away? Isn't that something similar?
It'd be like you own your own company, and you own at the Christmas party, you do a raffle for a free TV for your employees, and you win the free TV as the owner of the company.
And the CEO, gets the TV.
Yeah.
I mean, in that context, that would feel weird. Like,
you'd feel weird.
You go to like the. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So I think the raffles. Yeah, I mean, you could I like very specifically remember all the guys on Twitter that have very strong feelings about this. I don't have super strong feelings one way or another. There was no really way to game the system for them, but I mean, for the same reason, like it would feel weird if like the CEO who's putting on your Christmas, your like Christmas party won the biggest prize at the Christmas party, that would feel kind of weird.
Yeah,
But at the
I
same
guess
time,
I understand
you
that.
look at like the Sigil one, for example, like do you think they should also be excluded from that? Because I looked at the names of the people on the snapshot, and if I recall correctly, 3 of the top 6 are core team members, all staking 300,000 or more Sigil, or have 300,000 more Sigil, which means they staked 300,000 Joule for 3 years, or a much larger amount for a shorter period.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
like,
a
well,
lot of
do
Joule.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
That's a lot.
Joule.
that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? So I
it's
don't know.
definitely a good thing for the project, and we all don't want to get dumped on by that. So it's like, yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we'll leave that be. Well, I'm sure there's going to be more conversations about that. I did see that Frisky said if he won another one, he'd do some sort of giveaway.
Yeah.
I don't think that he should have to do that, but just he did say that. Let's see. Any last things? I don't. I guess yeah. One last thing before we get into Fight Club, which is why we have Raph here with us. But what's your guys' play, if you want to say your strats, like leading into Serendel 2.0? Are you still in the gardens? Are you holding a Jewel? Did you YOLO everything into C Jewel? Are you saving some so you can turn it into S Jewel? What are you guys doing? Maybe give everyone we'll do a round table. Everyone give like their quick 2-minute or 1-minute take on what they're doing.
So I'll go first. My strategy is not very fine point. It's not super clear. I have been in the gardens for a little bit, or for a while, and I just pulled out of the gardens and converted everything into Jewel. So right now I am just sitting on Jewel, and I will sit on Jewel until 2.0 launches, and then kind of assess the situation and see what the best strategy is. I'm not committing to anything, but right now I'm just fully sitting in Jewel, just waiting.
I'm
Okay.
oddly in a very similar position. I would say I have about 30% of that Jewel staked into C Jewel right now, but the rest I'm just sitting on Liquid Jewel. I pulled the trigger on that probably. It sounds like a couple weeks before you did, Baby Punch. But I was honestly, it was actually right after the initial discussion of C Jewel about to go live. I decided I think Jewel's going to pump in price. I don't want that impermanent loss. I was, kind of worried like if it jumped up to like 50 cents, what's that impermanent loss going to look like? So I decided to get out of the gardens and try a little bit in C Jewel, but I want to keep a lot of that liquid, and hopefully, ladder some of those profits as it continues to increase in price. I'm super bullish on Jewel in the long term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did something similar. I liquidated all my gardens and put everything into Jewel a couple weeks ago, and the one thing that I regret when I went over to when Christabel happened was the APRs in the gardens were like high, over 100,000, right? So it was like everybody was kind of wanting to get down there early, and my mistake was leaving my money in there because Crystal went up super high and then it just tanked and I didn't take it out. I was like, oh, the APRs were still like in the 20, 30,000s, so it was like you felt like you were getting a lot, but then Crystal tanked so much that I decided to sell. By the time I sold, I had a lot of impermanent loss, and it was just I didn't play it very well. And I'm afraid if I do that with Serendel again, even though it's going to be really tempting to be in the gardens and the APRs are going to be super high, I'm gonna see what Jade does. Like I'm gonna hopefully buy a bunch of Jade and see what it does. If it shoots up, then I'm just gonna sell it and not dump everything into the gardens and take part of that APRs, because my guess is it'll come right back down. And so when it comes right back down, I'll buy back in, and then I'll see what the gardens are doing, and then at that point probably put more money into the gardens and maybe some little bit into S Jewel as well.
Yeah, I'm in a pretty similar position. I think 10% of my Liquid Jewel I've staked up is C Jewel, enough that I thought would cover like the power ups based off of like rough numbers Hubert gave. And I think last night, Raph, when you guys had him on, Bolon on, I think he was saying that like spitball number, like Hubert had maybe said like 10 to 30 for like a basic power up. Did I hear that right? Maybe I hadn't, but so anyways, I'm thinking, okay, if I'm going to need that power up for a bunch of heroes, like how many? So I've got some C Jewel, I have some Liquid Jewel that I'm waiting to stake as S Jewel, and then I've just got Liquid Jewel. I'm just kind of holding to wait and see kind of how things go. And I think Jade is, I agree with Corey. Like, I gotta just wait and see. Like, I'm not gonna full send YOLO on the Gardens. Like, because what do you get from the Gardens, right? You're gonna get Jade, unlocked Jade, and then locked Jade. And I don't know about you, but I know me and Baby Punch are due a pretty hefty bag of locked Jade. So I'm not like chomping at the bit for more locked Jade necessarily yet. But Gardens, even with like a 98 to 2% locked to unlocked ratio, if Jade's like on a tear and you're getting 2% of a decent amount every week, that could still be profitable. But I'm hesitant to like lock up tons right now. Okay, let's see. There was a couple comments I thought were interesting. Rock808 says his strat is sell everything in physical life and buy all Jewel for S Jewel. So essentially full send. Two noobs, sell Jade, buy Jade low, enjoy airdrop events. Yeah, I mean, I bet that's what anybody who was buying Crystal at 10, 20, 30, $40 is wishing they had done.
That's what I did when Crystal launched. I sold it as the price went up, and I feel pretty fortunate with that. I decided to stick around in the Serendale Gardens because of the amount of unlock percentage at that point in time, which it's not quite, the unlock won't be as good as it was when Crystal Veil launched. So it's tough. I'm kind of transforming more and more into a Jewel purist. And so I could eventually see like my total Jewel stake being like 25% C Jewel, 25% S Jewel, 50% Liquid Jewel, just to have that flexibility. But we'll see where things go.
I agree with that. Couple others here. Bob Nothing said he split his Jewel stack between Gen0s, locked Jewel, Jewel LPs, and shortest term C Jewel. And then let's see. Here's a question. We'll hit this and then we'll jump into Fight Club. So G Rhythm says, "Don't you guys think Jade price will match Crystal price pretty quickly?" So if anybody remembers, this was like a big thing back with Crystal, right? Everyone was like, "Oh, but Crystal's 1/4 of the supply. It should be 4 times higher." And it's like, but then you had people like, I know we'd been saying from the get-go, like, guys, they should eventually, once there's like equal parity between the realms, they should be 1-to-1. Now with Jewel being a completely different token, that same argument applies between Crystal and Jade. So I think we're going to see one of a couple things happen. So Jade will probably have some sort of pump. That's just how every yield farm is, right? I don't think I've ever seen a yield farm that launches that doesn't have some sort of pump. Like, it might be short-lived, it might be a couple months, it might be a week, but I don't know, not financial advice, but I've never seen a brand new farm launch where the token didn't go up at some point. And where that's also the power token being used in Klaytn, I think it's going to turn into the same thing like it did with Serendale and Jewels. Like, well, if Crystal is way cheaper, why would I ever summon in Serendale 2.0 with Jade, which is way more expensive? People say, well, no, I'll bridge over to Crystal Veil and I'll summon with the cheaper, or I'll pay all my in-game fees with cheaper Crystal. That will rise the price of Crystal, and eventually they should equal. But it all comes down to like, how lazy are people? Are people willing to bridge? Like, because that is, for a lot of people, like, say you've only interacted in Klaytn, like, bridging is kind of a new thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So to respond to the question of do I think they'll match quickly, I could see it taking a while still.
And that's exactly what Crystal did. Like, when it first launched, it was so much higher, and it took months for Crystal to get down there to the Jewel price. And I think that's why. I think people were just like either A, not understanding, or B, too lazy to take the cheaper route. So they just didn't want to bridge and summon over there, and so it was just easier to just pay a little bit higher fee at Crystal Veil. So it took a while for that to match.
Agreed. Corey, Raph, anything else on that?
Yeah, just real quick. So I just had a clarification because somebody asked about how the gardens are going to work, and technically the emissions in the gardens are going to be 4 times higher than they are in Crystal, right?
You know what? That's a
Mm,
good question. I'm not, because I actually don't
Or
know.
if the 1/4 doesn't apply to the emissions, right? Just the like the
No, I think it's supposed to. I'd have to
no,
look
because
at the tokenomics
Jade
breakdown.
and
It
Crystal
should be
will
this.
have equal amounts of total tokens, right? There's just more in supply right now of Crystal.
Yeah, and they're both gonna get like a big locked influx, right? Because
Right.
a lot of people's locked jewel will split into locked crystal into locked. But I think that the amount of jade left to mint through the gardens is roughly the same, like that 125 million. I thought
Oh, really?
it was essentially whatever was left in jewel, like what was left in
Was
jewel
left.
to be able to
Oh,
mint out over the next several years will now be what will be
Jade.
jade emitted
Oh,
in Cyrodiil 2.0.
because I thought Bolon was saying something about that, and I can't quite remember what he said, but okay.
All right, should we jump into it then? Fight Club. So
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
let's. I don't know, Raph. You tell us what you think is most helpful. First of all, I do have one question for you. What is your relationship with Fight Club? So you obviously you and Neindorf have Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms. You've got your own show, you've got your own website and tools, which are awesome. And then there's Fight Club, and then there's the Bogside chat guys, and I feel like now
Yeah.
you're like all like one big happy family. Like what? So what's the like? Are you part of the Fight Club team, or are you just like a huge
Yeah.
fan?
We are officially part of the Fight Club team, and I would also say, and one big happy family as well. So Neindorf and I, we pretty soon after Fight Club initially launched, we reached out to the founder there and said, "Hey, would you be interested in partnering up for kind of a promotional?" Way that we could get together and promote our two products. We have our podcast, you have your in-game utility, and as we continue to talk, continue to work on things together, we decided let's make this more of a formal partnership. And at that point in time, we actually went in on writing some grants together, and that was before the Harmony hacks happened and the grants ultimately went away. But at that time, we decided, we want to make this partnership a little more formal. Neindorf and I, we are not part of the developing side of this. We're more part of the promotional side of this team. And then, as things continued on and the Bogside guys came on the scenes, we started. That was also a little after the time that we started building a guild as well, and Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms, and the Bogside guys were a really big part of helping us develop and build that structure, and they helped and started running the first tournaments inside Fight Club as well. So we brought them under the team umbrella. So yeah, it is one big happy family. We don't have an official employee tree or anything like that, but it's been working really well together, and it feels like every one of our unique members brings an excellent skill set that has helped us contribute and continue to grow. And that's one of the things that I believe, speaking for all of the people who got brought into this, really appreciative for Joseph, the founder and developer of Fight Club, for being so open and willing to go into a partnership and take that risk, because this is his IP. This is his product. He's developed games before, but this is his full-time job right now, developing games. And so having him being willing to share in that has been a really exciting journey, and honestly I think has all of us working even harder to try to make this transform this into a reality.
Very cool. That's cool.
And it's getting there. Like, you guys are. I mean, I remember seeing your guys' Discord like a few months ago, and nothing was really happening. Like it was just like you guys were promoting it, but it didn't seem like there was much activity. But man, now it's amazing to see where you guys were and where you guys are now. Like it's
Thank you.
come
Yeah.
leaps and bounds, and it's amazing to see how much is being integrated to the actual DFK team and how much they want to utilize Fight Club into what they're doing.
Yeah, working with the DeFi Kingdoms team has been, I would say, right now we're in a really good place. I would say early on we had some challenges of trying to figure out, as everyone did in the crypto space, as developers and builders, we ran into the Harmony hacks and no more grants. Then they had to rechange some of the financing structure of how raffle tickets would be integrated. And so, I'm not going to sit here and say it's been all sunshine and rainbows. There have been some challenges, but I think anyone who's still surviving through this, crypto winter or crypto challenging era, whatever you want to call it. I think it happens because people are really willing to, elbow up with people and try to figure out creative solutions and find ways to make it work for both parties. And I've been really excited working with the team and recently a lot with Mr. Zipper, and being able to leverage some of his technical skills, and that's helping us go a long ways. And we're not done with raffle tickets either. If you caught the stream last night, Sandwich, we're working on our next down the line development. We want to get into dungeon crawling, and that's something that the team is really excited about. And that's the Kingdom Studios team. Like they are looking for ways to continue to improve the utility of these NFTs. And I thought it was actually kind of funny talking to Mr. Zipper. He was for so long outside looking in and now a part of that group. I think he brings a really unique perspective. It's a bit of like almost breaking the fourth wall inside that group, where he's helping them understand and realize, and they probably had some of this already, but there isn't a lot of utility for their NFTs at the moment, beyond kind of creating more NFTs that don't have full in-game utility yet. And so it is a bit cyclical at the moment without that payoff of full in-game combat that I think all of us are looking forward to. So that's my really long-winded way of saying they're really appreciative of having third-party builders. They've been really open to ideas. They've been suggesting some of their own ideas. Really happy to really collaborate with those guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and honestly, like I think this step into like them, they've been talking about it for so long, like the raffler, the tickets, and integrating other parties, and this is the first one. So I want to have you explain to us like how does that work? How do you get tickets from playing Fight Club? For anybody who's like, what the heck are tickets and what the heck are the rafflers? Let me give you like the 1 to 2 minute version. So in DeFi Kingdoms, currently the only way you can, well, I guess one of the original way you could earn tickets was by playing duels. It's a mini game using cards. You play either 3v3 or 9v9. That's my guy Oracle. And by doing it, you get raffle tickets. With raffle tickets, you can go here to the castle and you go to this guy, the dual raffles. And essentially what it is just a giant, it's like, it's like you go to a carnival and you get tons of tickets. And then at the end, there's like all these like raffles you can put your tickets in. And they have just all these little raffles going on, and you can throw your tickets in there and it'll draw. So for example, this is a big one, 2 days left, 14 hours, 9 minutes. There are 484,000 tickets here. So I have 115,000. I could throw the, how many could I throw in there? Am I limited to 1,400? Oh no, that's how many I have put in. Sorry. So yeah, and then what will happen is the timer runs
Whale
out.
alert.
You draw those.
Yeah,
Guys,
man.
so
Share the
here's the cool thing is
love.
I actually haven't put, these are auto put in by, I use DeFi Kingdom DFK helper, and every few minutes it just like peppers a few of my tickets into the raffles.
Subtle flex here.
And guys, so I actually won.
Didn't
I
even
won.
know he
I'm-
put in.
Yeah.
gonna-
Oh,
I won this exact
Such
raffle.
a small amount that I didn't even realize.
I
Didn't
don't
hit my
even-
ledger yet.
I don't even think about it.
I won this one and it was awesome. Like these crystals. Actually, no, I won
Dang.
one that was 4 of each. But that's what I'm actually giving away. Is I'll be giving away 2 of these greater crystals, and I think greater crystals are running for anywhere between 60 and 80 crystal each.
That's good.
But yeah, that's what the raffle system is. So the only way to use it was through duels, and now we have Fight Club. So if anybody else has anything else they want to say, I'll pause there. Otherwise, Raph, why don't you kick it off and we'll jump into how do you do that, doing it in Fight Club, and maybe let's not. I know there's plenty of guides on how to get started on Fight Club, but like how does it work to get tickets in Fight Club?
Yeah. All right. Any questions? Otherwise, I'll jump right to that.
No, I just feel worse about my financial situation though right now.
Well, Corey, you won.
Yeah,
won a crystal pack yesterday.
I
didn't
did
you?
win a
Corey
Christmas
has
pack.
won
Yeah.
plenty. of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
get-
Franz was razzing you on that yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
was.
thanks to the DeFi Kingdoms guys, Bolon showed up on the stream yesterday, and they gave us a bunch of egg packs, crystal packs, and then we had heroes from the community to give out on yesterday's stream. So that was really cool seeing them show up in that regard. All right, so Fight Club raffle tickets. So Fight Club is a Discord-based game. And there's a lot of intro videos like Sandwich was alluding to. If you follow the link in the description, it gets you set up. And, one of the things that our developer has done a great job of is starting to transform this from a game that was based on like / commands that you entered into Discord. And now it's becoming a lot more of a button-based game. And it's kind of like think Final Fantasy Tactics. Or Pokemon. It's a turn-based style game where you leverage your heroes and you battle other people. And so the way that we designed the raffle ticket system to work is that we wanted to create the first PvE style game, so player versus environment. And so the way that we do that is there is instead of duels where you have 2 active players at a single time, in PvE you have 1 active player, and that person can pay they can pay kind of like 2 different rates. They can pay 5.5 crystal or they can pay 11 crystal, and they will be randomly paired against an AI driven team. And those AI driven teams are and I use the term stake loosely here. It's more like posted, but they will.
Hey
play
Raph,
against-
you're starting to break up.
The mic
a little
again.
bit
I don't know what's
there.
going on, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Well,
You've
all right.
been super clear until just right then.
All right. Well, I'll try to keep powering through here. So
Yeah.
You're
go ahead.
muted, Mark Sandwich.
Sorry. So you were saying 5.5 or 11 crystal? That's kind of where it
Yeah,
started
those are
breaking up
your-
for me.
your 2 battle amounts, and you play against a defender team, and those defender teams are posted by other players like you guys that are in the game. And so to do that, when you click on your play game profile, you go to the Coliseum, and you can
Sandwich
select.
Punch, you want to do this?
You want me to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want me
Oh
to?
yeah,
walk us
yeah.
through
Let's
it.
do
It
this.
would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, so I've got here the Fight Club. Do I want to just go to my own? It's like I'm here. I'm
Awesome.
in the
Play
Fight Club
here.
Discord.
All right, great. So
So
go
I
ahead and
hit-
click
yeah, I
play.
hit- Play opens up my playroom.
Opens up a new channel. All
Corey,
right.
don't look. We're gonna battle later, and don't look at my lineup.
Yeah, don't look.
Ooh,
All right,
that
go to the
Archer. You can't
Coliseum.
play that Archer.
Scroll all the way down. Go to
Coliseum.
Coliseum. Yeah.
So, yep, Coliseum. And for anybody that's like wanting to learn how to set this up, there's some great videos out there. I think both you guys, Adventures DeFi Kingdoms, and Bogside have some really great videos out there. So,
All right,
all right,
so
I hit Coliseum.
Yeah, then what you're going to do is select AI team.
Okay.
All right. Now
All right.
you're going
I'm
to
just
have
gonna
to
do this.
bounce back and forth between kind of 2 tabs here. You're going to watch what's happening here, and then you're also going to jump over to if you look for the look it up on my screen here. it's kind of hard for me to see all the words there that you have. You want to get into the weight classes is what you want to look for.
All right.
And that should be. I thought there was a whole. Oh yeah, it's down in tournaments. In the tournaments organization section, there's a tab called weight classes. So click there.
Yep, I'm
so
there.
the game is. This is how we kind of handle. And you scroll all the way up to the top. This is how we handle those coming in from various levels. And so we have baby weight, which is level 0, lightweight, which is up to level 4, combined team total of 8, and then middleweight, lightweight, and then heavyweight, which is totally unlimited from there. And so this is our way to, it was a really clever system developed in part by Bob Nothing, one of our users and friends. And we ended up developing a way to kind of balance the playing field when you're fighting other people. Because when you're in duels, like early beta version of, or I should say like arena, you could get paired against someone who has all level 20 Dread Knights and you just got mopped.
Yeah.
And so this is a way that it kind of balances the playing field. And so what you're doing is you're creating an AI team for each. Ideally, you want to create an AI team for each of these weight classes. And so if you go back to the sandwich punch there, so now what you do is you select your heroes that you want to make up part of this team. And so I would start on the two extremes. Either start with your Chads and pick your favorite heroes that you want to be part of this AI team, or start with your level 0s. Because those will be pretty easy to pick out, and you probably don't have a lot of, level 1s. You don't have a lot of those hanging around. And so either, grab your highest level heroes, all 3, you click their numbers, and then they're set up.
Okay, I'm going to set one real quick. Let's see, that's 20 levels. I'm going to do one in the light heavyweight.
Max of 28.
So I've selected 2 level 10s. So I need a level 8.
You got an 8 left, yeah.
Let me just real quick, give me 30 seconds. I'll find a good one. And so once I've set this up, what happens? So
once you set this up, this team gets assigned to that weight class. And then
will it just auto assign based off of? Will it just kind of know which one I want to do?
Yeah, it will auto assign, and you can only have one team per AI weight class. And now when people go to fight AI teams, it will look at it will auto assign the heroes that they have selected to their current team to the weight class that they are in. And then it will randomly pair you with one of the defenders out there. All right, so excellent.
All right, light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight, click OK.
Yeah.
And then you're set up. Now, here's the awesome thing about the PvE environment is when Baby Punch goes to play later tonight, or when Corey goes to play later tonight, if your team wins, Corey or Baby, they are paying the tickets to play the game. But if your team wins and they pay in 11 tickets, the AI team wins, you get 540 tickets just for posting a team. And if you lose, you get 30, or excuse me, you get 90 tickets for that. And so you will passively earn raffle tickets just by being a part of this environment, which I think is a pretty cool and exciting way to try to keep the in-game rewards going.
So that was if you post an AI team. So I've set my AI team. It's light heavyweight. If all you all want to go out there and wreck my light heavyweight team, I'm paying nothing to have that light heavyweight team essentially in the rotation for like who people can fight against. If my lightweight team wins against yours when you play the ranked or the mode where you pay crystal, I get tickets. If I lose, I still get tickets a small amount. So there's literally no reason not to set up a team and I mean, there's just no reason at all to not have a team in every single bracket, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just shot you an image that has the breakdown there, so it's in our group chat. Nice. I don't think there was anything.
How many AI teams can you set up?
One for
Can you
each of
set up
those weight
One,
classes.
one,
as
one
many as
for
you
each.
want? One for each class.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how does this compare? How does like if I spent 11 crystal in duels versus 11 crystal
10,
in
10
Fight Club,
crystal,
like
yeah, 10 crystal in duel gets you 1,600 tickets if you win. So it's
okay,
not quite half, but and remember, what we try to do is get as close to equivalent as we could. But because the way that the mechanism does work in full transparency is the difference between the raffle tickets that we can pay out and what ultimately the going rate is of duels is essentially our profit of being able to continue to develop and construct a game. And so if you look at the duels construct right now, it's 2 players each paying 10 crystal apiece to get you to a winner taking home 1,600 tickets. And so with 11 crystal and 1 pair, we're trying to edge in on half of that. And so as you can see, we're since it's 1 crystal more and it's 810 instead of 1,600, we're a little under what the half the payout rate is of duels if you win. But here's the thing that I think is pretty exciting is if you're able to win at, oh, I did the numbers, and it really depends on how well you do in duels. And so this is a system that kind of favors people with slightly lower level heroes. Like if you're not running around with, level 20 Chad Dread Knights out there, you might be winning only 40% of the time on duels or 45% of the time. You might not actually be winning 50-50. And so if you win 65 or 75% of the time on our Fight Club, and you're winning only 40% of the time on duels, you'd actually be netting about equal. And so I think that's where we really try to construct a game that's based on skill, and you want to have the power of your NFTs play into it, but we also wanted a game that's very skill based as well.
And just a point on that, it's not hard to win an AI. So you can actually win probably 95% of the time. I don't know, no joke. I mean, unless you have into the heavyweights where some players have put in an AI team that's like all dreads, then it might be a little more difficult. But for the most part, like if you know how to play the game, the AI isn't like super intelligent that it knows how to interrupt and when to interrupt and when you might do, it's got very basic movements. So you can win probably 95% of the time.
Unless you're playing Corey, and then he's gonna just mop the floor with you. So he's trying to lure you into a sense of security here.
Yeah.
Also, Raph, I actually wanted to ask a quick question on this. You guys are going to have like a leaderboard, right? And I'm assuming prizes, or am I wrong?
We are the first set of leaderboards that we're doing. We're giving away a summons for that.
Okay.
We have some ideas of what a future leaderboard could be, but outside of just our promotional events, we don't have like a planned, sustained leaderboard prize pool.
Gotcha.
But that's something we'd really like to work towards as we continue to build out the Fight Club ecosystem.
Yeah. Cool.
so essentially, like if you're just like taking the fun out of it, which I mean, duels is what it is, but it's not very fun. You theorize, and you set up a team, and then you just kind of let it go. If you're auto doing it, sometimes you wake up and you've lost 5 ranks. But regardless, you kind of it just rolls the dice, and you go, this. I have played Fight Club. It's fun. You get to make decisions, and Corey and I are actually gonna do a little battle off here at the end. But if you're not winning 50, so essentially you'd have to be winning more than 50% if you were to just be like, okay, um I don't care about how fun it is, I just only care about the tickets. You'd have to be with a lineup winning 50% of your duels for it to make more sense than doing Fight Club, assuming you can win 95% of your AI matches. Am I thinking about that right?
Yeah, the
Which isn't
number, I don't know
necessarily
what the number
easy.
is based on 90% win rate. It's probably more like 55, maybe 60%. But yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Which is not easy. I'm getting my butt kicked in duels, and like I thought I had some pretty good heroes, and like I mean, there's just people who out there who have like really good lineups,
Yeah.
and I
And honestly,
kind of
we just
hate the
wanted a
matchmaking
product that
system.
was fun too.
Yeah,
Like that was a little more actually enjoyable to play. Duels is kind of like set it and forget it, click it, and go. And I think something that the team has been acknowledging of, but duels are often won by the bots out there. And right now, Fight Club, I mean, it's really not bottable because it's a turn-based game, and so it requires skill. So that's something that we're really honing in on, that being one of our core competencies, and something we're trying to promote.
well, this is awesome, man. So I think this is, I think, what the type of thing that everyone's been like hankering for. And I know Fight Club was already here, but like I see like patch notes, like they're making changes. This was what,
Oh
3 days
yeah,
ago. There's
the
consistent
last patch
changes. Like they just
was
added
awesome.
the last patch I saw like
Mm.
pure classes. So, and I hate using pure because I know I threw a stink about this on Twitter one time where I said pure has more to do with your genetics than your main subclass. But I'll concede now that Workhorse has also said pure classes in that sense will have benefits in PvP. But sounds like
No,
there's new
I
skills
totally I
available.
get it. Like, because I'm a genetics guy through and through. I only own Gen Zeros that are pure in that conventional sense. DR1. Um, but and then in here, like, though, your recessive traits play absolutely, they have zero bearing on the outcome of the battle. So we had to go with what was conventional wording for, and it's an inelegant call out or wording solution, but I think everyone kind of gets it going into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, so this latest patch, you've got new skills if you unlocked essentially if you have pure class
Yeah,
main
that's right. Because
main
so
class
here,
subclass.
this gets into more of the basics of Fight Club, but for your skills, you get access to 2 skills from your main class and 1 skill from your secondary class. And so
Yeah.
with that, a pure would only get to take 2 skills to battle, and so it was a little bit of a disadvantage in the previous meta. And there's only a couple classes that currently have the pure skills out there: monks,
Seems
wizards,
here with
and
3 skills,
thieves.
right?
Yeah,
I think
and so
ninjas.
that's
I think
when you
ninjas and
only get that
paladins.
3rd skill if you're pure, or
Because
main
if you
class,
had the
second class.
subclass, you would
You would
only get
get
the
access to
backstab,
yeah.
which you don't is essentially a waste in Fight Club because you've already got the backstab from your main class. Okay,
Correct. Yeah.
so I've set up the AI team. I guess real quick, does anybody have any questions about that before I ask this next question? I've set up the AI team. My next question was going to be, so how do I go and fight an AI and earn tickets?
Yeah, great question. So you have when you created a team here over on Discord, you also created a wallet. And so there is a function. I'm not gonna have you do this on stream because it can end up showing your private key if you for this Discord based wallet that you create. And so what you can do is you can use the / feature. You can look at balance first. And so if you click / balance, that won't dox anything here. And then if you click / private key, that would. And so your balance right now, and so you've deposited Jewel and Crystal into this account.
Yep.
This is owned by you. We actually can't see your private key. We, the Fight Club team. Now it's still like you have to trust us in that. And so, and I'm a part of the team, but in anything that you don't have, like, you don't know you have full control over, like, don't send everything to this account. Don't send your heroes to this account. Only send enough Crystal and Jewel that you need to do battling in this account. So this is what you use to actually run the in-game transactions when you choose to be the active participant that's starting that battle. And so when you choose to pay 5.5 crystal or 11 crystal to do the battle, and then the raffle tickets will go to your main account that's registered. And so it will go to the account where your heroes are coming from. So it's not like your raffle tickets are going to get soul bound to this random account that you rarely ever see and you don't even know what it is.
Got it.
So
You would never put anything in here besides the crystal to
Correct.
pay for the fees.
Yeah, never anything else. Yeah, and
so
only
don't send
put
Jewel
as
in
much
here
as you
like I
need.
did.
Yeah,
You just need a little bit of Jewel to pay.
Yeah, just a
for
little bit
gas?
of Jewel for the gas.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
Now, see, you can click /private keys, and it will give you the private keys, and then you could log in with MetaMask and have that open on a browser tab or on your mobile, to the point where you could actually more easily then transfer that Jewel back to your actual wallet. And so you don't have to like burn through however many transactions it's 21 Jewels worth. You can go recover that if you need.
Got it. Okay. So
I want to see a battle.
Yeah. So outside of fighting the AI, I'll forgo fighting AI in front of everybody. But essentially, what I'll do though, Raph, is I would go. How do I go battle?
Yeah. So go to find fights.
If this would be to do the wagered crystal fight.
Yeah. Yeah, you could wager crystal.
Or sorry,
Bull.
like if I wanted to earn some tickets, like what would
if you want to earn tickets, yeah. Sorry about
go
that.
To play here.
Go back to play here. It will time out eventually, and so that's what happened. And then go to battle AI, Coliseum, fight.
Oh, I don't do Coliseum.
No, you're right. You're right. It is Coliseum.
Fight. Oh, and then I hit fight.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. And then okay, so key. Then when do I do the wager? I don't really want to do the fight here because I do want to fight Corey.
I think
if you hit OK, I think it'll take you to the screen that you can.
Okay, here we go.
Pick, yeah.
So 3, 5.5, and 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Crystal will be drawn from this wallet. Your raffle tickets will be deposited to the wallet that's verified, which is pulling all the data for my heroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We try to be very transparent with where the money is coming from and where the tickets are going to.
Awesome. This is really cool. Honestly, I'm stoked. I hope to see like DFK Arena and other people that are building start to get integrated. This is just this is the utility people were hoping for.
Everyone goes and logs their heroes and creates a set of defenders. Literally it costs you nothing to do that. You have to initially set up your wallet, you have to send over like a gold or 0.01 Jewel or 0.01 crystal, some small token to do like multi-factor authentication that the account that you say you have is you. Outside of that, setting up your defenders, that creates a really healthy ecosystem for us and gets you free access to tickets that will passively go into. So, we're trying to tell everyone, like, sign up, the more the merrier. Like, this is what we're looking for.
Awesome. Okay, let's do this. It's been an hour. It's been a while. Raph and Baby Punch, if you guys want to stay on while Corey and I fight, please do so. Corey is saying maybe this will take us 10 to 15 minutes, but before we do that, I'll do the 2 giveaways. Anybody who wants to stay on after and continue to watch, feel free to do so. We'll do we'll just do like a private fight after that, but let's do the 2 giveaways. I have 2 questions. I have come prepared. I'm not just going to shoot from the cuff again, and it is not going to be this Bloated Punch's go-to of the Aladdin quote from Genie. So
he does that 9 out of 10 times.
So here it is. Question number 1. Question number 1.
I didn't catch the last stream. What was the quote question?
I don't know if it was last stream. It's just Bloated Punch has like the script from so many Disney movies. Like he's got them like on lock, and he's always like super stoked, and he's had some really good ones, but he's used the same one. I think we've hit it 3 times.
Like 3 times. And he's always like, all right, no, I haven't used this one before. Says the exact same one he used like 2 streams ago. And it's like,
Yeah.
Okay,
It
these
is
are
so-
strictly DeFi Kingdoms related questions. Bob says these tilt him so hard. I'm sorry you feel that way, man. But all right, here's the first one. When you incubate a blue egg, 2 fish are required. What are the names of the 2 fish, and how much of each fish is required? So when you incubate a blue egg at the hatchery, 2 fish are required. What are the names of those 2 fish, and how much of each fish is required?
Mm.
Type your Discord name.
We
as
got to
well.
be super careful with the timestamps here. We kind of crapped the bed last time.
Let's
Did
be
it?
honest. Every giveaway is practically a crapshoot.
That's not
Bob-
far from the truth.
Bob nothing maybe. I don't know if you guys have seen it on mine or if mine's the same as yours.
No, I know Bob's is not right.
Okay.
I think Zabu might have it. All right, let me just get the timestamps before we start getting anybody excited here. The answer is, and you guys can help me. We're going based off of the restream chat history, not the YouTube chat history. The answer is 50 lantern eye and 15 iron scales.
And 15 iron scale?
Sorry, 50.
50.
50
Got it.
of
Of both.
each of them.
Of both. Got it.
I'm seeing
Yeah, I see Zabu.
Zabu.
I see Zabu.
All right.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Hold
winner.
up. Okay, DeWaver was super close.
10 seconds later.
But his showed up 0.05 seconds after in restream. Point 10 or like. Oh no, sorry, that's just 10
No,
seconds.
he didn't
Jeez,
even-
I'm an idiot. 10 seconds later. So Zabu, you were the first one. Congrats, man. I am going to send you a greater, what was it? Insight crystal. A greater insight crystal.
Oh,
the
wow.
next one will be a greater fortitude crystal.
Dang. Nice.
Zabu wins everything. He's just cheating. He's scamming out there. He's got like he's hiring people in farming giveaways on YouTube. Okay, the next one is, I gotta be careful how I say this because I don't want people jumping to it. So I don't think, if you know this, great. That'd be crazy if you knew this off the top of your head. But this is something you're gonna have to go look up. So from the latest Sigil snapshot, what is the in-game name / profile of the top Sigil holder for that snapshot? So for the Sigil snapshot for the Gen0 giveaway that was posted, there's a spreadsheet. What is the in-game profile name of the top Sigil holder on that list? Do any of you guys know this?
Oh, that's weird. I'm seeing
No.
Sandwich Punch.
I wish.
I wish I had that much Sigil stake.
Just a flex on everyone.
Yeah, just flex.
He's over here.
Ah,
the one that has
shoot, that is
500,000?
me. I forgot.
Zabu. Hey, Zabu, can you put your Discord in the chat while we're waiting for the right name here? It's not me, guys.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Ben Force. Sorry, I threw.
Oh,
you.
Zabu, you're the
From-
Valar Morghulis guy. When I did that, tried to be funny in the DeFi Kingdoms helper. Okay, I'll shoot you a message. Nobody's got it yet.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
I mean, it's
didn't
not the one
even
with
look at that.
500,000, right? You're talking about the one with
It's the one.
300,000?
It's the one with 500,000.
500,000?
500,000.
Yeah, can you
I'll give a
imagine?
hint. I'll give a hint.
So
I
that's
mean,
if you had.
$100,000
If I give a
stake
hint,
for-
if I give a hint, I essentially give you the answer.
If
Is
you
it the
stayed
person
for
who
3
lost
years,
his lock jewel?
Can't say.
it is. It's got to be.
I looked up his address once, and he didn't have a name. I thought it was like an invalid.
Boom! No profile name. I'm seeing Rock 808.
Oh, I accidentally just said it.
No, you said it at the same time. Rock 808.
Okay, okay.
So it's
okay.
somebody who hasn't set up. Like it's got to be someone who's just they're not really playing the game. They don't own heroes, so they don't need to have a profile set up. So either they've just interacted directly with the
That's
contract,
funny.
or the only thing they do is hold Jewel. So Rock 808.
There you go, Rock.
Shoot you a DM.
Ah, we know who this is. Secret Santa Claus.
Dude, this guy is everywhere.
This is the Secret Santa Claus.
Yeah, there's probably nobody out there that promotes other people's channels more than Rock.
Oh, I think we're talking about different things. I think Corey's talking about Rock 808. Baby
Yeah.
Punch is talking about the
The
imaginary
wallet
friend.
holder. Exactly.
I don't know if this is
Oh.
that same wallet. I don't think this is that same wallet, but I haven't checked. Okay, giveaways are done. Rock 808. So I said greater insight crystal to Zabu, greater fortitude crystal for Rock 808. All right. So with that, Raph and Baby Punch, you're more than welcome to stay. I know it has already been an hour and 10 minutes though. So Corey and I will duke it out to see who is a better man, husband, father, athlete, pretty much anything in this world. But if you want to hop off, seriously, no pressure at all.
I'm here for the shoot. I want to see it.
Okay, Corey, do you want to like set it up? Can't you like?
Sure.
Now, I guess how do you want to do this? Do you want to stay on? You got to be careful because like obviously my screen's gonna be streamed. So
yeah, I have my my Discord covering my whole screen, so I can't even see.
All right, we'll see how this works. So how does it? Can you send? You can send me like a fight request, right? And then Raph, do you want to stay?
You should do this. You should do it so you can practice.
Yeah, we should kick you off, Corey, and then I'll try to.
Oh, okay.
We'll try to team up on you.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's
fine.
That
way I can get Raph. That way I can get Raph.
Raph can give you
like,
some good
whisper in my ear.
Yeah.
Now, Corey beat me in the first tournament he ever joined, so just full disclosure.
Also, Bob already called me out. He's like, "This is the stupidest lineup I've ever seen." So, I haven't watched the like. So Bogside, they've been putting out like a highlight on every hero. I'll be honest, I need to get more up to speed. So I kind of just threw together like what I thought were 3 good heroes, and our
the stupidest lineup.
The limits were our 3 heroes have to add up to 30, level 30. Or they can't go above that. So that's what our limits were.
What are your? Can I see your team right now?
Yeah.
Is it the team you did for AI or?
Nope.
No.
Let's see here. Will it show you? Yeah. Okay. And can I like rearrange the team, like the order? So I just love this guy. He's freaking Chad. Like. I just wanted him in my lineup, and so because he's level 16, I had to like offset that with this.
So
level 4 comment. Okay.
I would recommend either putting your.
And he's a pure. I don't wanted to try out the pure.
I would kind of switch it around. I'd put your Dragoon front.
Hold up, Corey. Should I kick Corey out?
When we told him to leave, we didn't mean like physically get out of the
He leaves the room.
All right, I'm gonna kick him off. I'll kick him off the stream, Corey. We're kicking you off the stream. We'll message you in Discord. All right. You're saying Dragoon, and how do I rearrange them?
You would have to like reselect your team.
Oh, I've got it. Okay, so I want. What would be the order? How would you do it?
I would put your Dragoon first. And your archer second, or you could have your priest second. It's up to you.
So when you're on the second line, can you cast only the first skill or the second? Because that life tap is like
the primary class. So you could cast
Oh, I
life
could
tap
cast
or
both.
heal. Yeah.
Because the life tap with this archer, I have a feeling is just going to be his auto attacks are going to
Yeah.
hit super, super hard.
Yeah. Oh, that's another strategy too, is putting your leaving your dragoon for the far back and having your
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. All right.
Okay.
So select team is the first person my frontliner.
front line. Yeah.
All right. And then the second one, I want 35907.
Now, so I like this lineup because you have 2 0-cost skills. And Corey's really good at knowing the mind games. And so, your skill options are you can use aim shot, backstab, either of those first turn because they cost 0 meter, or you could use life tap. And now, arguably, life tap is the most superior of choices that you could make for turn 1 skills, but that's also the most obvious. And so and this is where the mind games come in. And so, Corey is going to try to block that. But if you think that he's going to try to block that and he thinks that he's going to try to block that, or you think that he thinks he's going to, then do you go for aim shot or do you do life tap? Because even though it's most obvious, you could get away with it. So this is where it kind of gets fun and tricky. And we don't know what his team is either. So he might be pressuring you with 2 really powerful skills, and you got to figure out what you're going to do.
And so Baby Punch, there's like in the Fight Club Discord, there's a breakdown of all their skills.
Yeah, I need to touch up on those.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, maybe I just start sniping his midline from the get-go. Okay, I'm excited. Let's do this. So how do
life tap, and life tap is like the stronger play because then you start earning health back for the damage that you're dealing. But that's also the more obvious one.
How do I? Isn't there a way to check like how much my guy would do?
Yeah, that's
Hero,
view hero.
99, speed 99, charge 36. Pretty good,
That's
right?
hardcore. That's hardcore.
Okay, let's do this. How do I send a fight request to Corey?
Go to find fights.
Okay.
I mean, and then click /battle.
Okay.
At
player.
Yeah, player, and then at Corey.
All right, let's go.
And depending on what level his front line is, I mean, with 99 damage, you also like maybe fierce attack is the way to go. Like if he has like a level 10, don't get sucked into the mind games. Just start beating his face in,
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. And sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat, guys. What are these guys saying? They're like way behind on the chat here. Bob Nothing said, no, you had a heavyweight team with a level 4. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a special thing, not a weight classes. Okay. Now you gotta find fights. Raph not even plug his own ADFK site. Yeah, man, you gotta plug your website.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, linked right here
sure.
too. This is your website. I've always got it open.
Yeah, we're trying to do continued development here. New one is DeFi Kingdoms tournaments. And so right now we're integrating with Fight Club. And so we're actually doing a tournament creation system here. Managing a tournament is a huge pain in the butt. And so this is going to send you Discord alerts when it's your turn to play in the future when we have people sign up through here. So we had a bit of a demo, trial, alpha testing over the last tournament, and it'll be more like beta testing over the next tournament, which we're looking at a tournament coming here in early December. Of course, we do lots of, you're gonna have to scroll all the way down. We do alerts for matchmaking. Yeah, you're going live.
Okay, I don't want to
12, 5, and okay. So most important is I want to look at his levels.
It says Dread
So
Knight.
he's got a Dread.
How much time do I have here? 45 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
My guy is gonna go first. My archer is like hella fast, I'm pretty sure.
So he might try to use Battle Cry, which will increase his damage on the front line. And so I think that's a pretty
20
powerful turn
seconds.
one move.
And
I
I should
might
go
try
life
to
tap,
use
right?
life
I just
tap.
life tap it.
Yeah, and just see if
Skill life tap.
see if he calls that. He might interrupt you, and
Dude,
if he does,
I'm gonna be salty. All right.
yeah,
He used
yeah,
Battle Cry. So does this mean he went first?
his
skills always go
his
first?
mid character is faster than your mid character.
Dude, no way. How
No,
fast?
your mid character. You
Oh,
had a
mid. I was like,
your
there's
mid
no
character.
way he has more agility than this archer.
Right.
All right, Battle Cry, and so
Yeah, let's watch the
gains
video.
35 damage.
Yeah, that's okay.
So my guy hits for 94 on the auto attack.
Ooh.
That kind of sucks, actually, that my guy went first, right? Because he would have.
It does,
He would have
yeah.
gained life if he'd gone
Yeah,
second.
it does.
Okay.
All right, so
My guy, how many rounds does life tap work? So my guy has life leech
3.
for half of my attack damage for 3 rounds.
3 turns left.
Was that
yeah.
round 1?
Yeah, that
Or
was
3
round
more?
1. All right, so what do you have for you skills?
I could start taking out aim shot is midline.
I would do heal.
So for anybody, Baby Punch, you're probably wondering this. So you have skills, and then the frontline guy will always auto attack, right?
Yep,
Like
that's right.
you'll hit your skills will play, and then there will always be an auto attack.
Okay.
So my priest is healing, but my guy's.
Oh,
Dude,
so
he tried to interrupt.
we won the bind game there.
So had he interrupted my heal, what would it have done?
He would have gained a full meter.
And that would allow him to use his like bigger skills that require.
Yeah,
meter.
his overpower skill.
Dude, that guy hits hard.
Okay,
I need a
so
berserker
now,
in my lineup. Then my archer would hit like a freaking truck.
all right, so now it use a skill or no, do fierce attack.
I mean, he doesn't have any.
Yeah, do
meter
a
yet.
fierce attack. Let's do that.
And fierce attack, remind us what that does.
That
My
just
frontline guy does a 1.5x
give
attack.
up your skill. You're not using a skill this turn, and you do 1.5 times your auto attack damage during your
and
auto
then he
attack.
does an auto attack as well, right?
No, it's just the auto attack is now 1.5 times more powerful.
Oh, got it.
So,
got it.
and this becomes really important late game because skills always go before auto attacks. And so that's where things get.
Oh, so fierce attack will go first, whereas normally.
Yeah, no, fierce attack will go during the auto attack phase. And so if they are using a skill and they're slower than you, that skill will hit first and then your auto attack will hit because you're faster.
Okay, cool.
So it just makes your auto attack stronger. There's a lot of nuance to it.
Rock or Bob's saying he might battle cry again.
He might.
So, I mean, is there a limit to that? How long does the battle cry buff last?
I think for the game, I want to say.
Jeez, so he could just battle cry, and this guy's hitting for 300. Yep, he used battle cry again. How much life does that middle guy have? Maybe I start. Okay, I had 140 and I healed quite a bit. Ouch.
Ooh, he's hitting hard too, yeah.
That hurts.
All right, he's got a full meter
now. I
now.
have 2 bars. I've got 2 bars.
Yeah. You have full draw as a good option, and you could. I think how many turns of life tap do you have? Ooh, and Joseph is watching the battle right now. This is awesome.
Where's Joseph?
He's the developer right there. Battle Cry lasts forever. So he's watching. He must be watching.
Oh, there he is.
Hearing us say this,
okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. I mean, does he have a way to heal this guy? Like, maybe I just need to like power through this.
He does not have a way to heal
life tap, again, or heal.
Now this is where I need Joseph to. I'm
gonna go with heal.
We'll see. He might. Oh, use it. Go use skill again. It timed out on you.
Okay.
So click use skill, and then click it if that's what you want to do. We'll see if he calls this one. He might do overpower.
What does that do?
It does a lot of damage if you do a skill.
Yeah. Okay. All right, he's half-life. I kind of feel
Yeah.
like this guy, I gotta just like keep leading into. Jeez. That auto attack. I'm not gonna beat him on this.
Okay.
Okay. He's used his bar.
Okay, use a
So
skill.
swap. I can change.
No.
Don't do
Stay
swap.
in.
Okay.
Use a skill.
Should I go back to life
I
tap?
wouldn't
I think I'm out of
recommend
life
it.
taps.
He's gonna go for life. Yeah, your options are life tap and full draw. I think I would do full draw. I would
Yeah, he's
expect him
gonna
to try to
assume
interrupt life tap. Yeah.
interrupt battle cry. Do you think he's gonna battle cry? Bob saw nothing saying. Dude, he
Yeah,
might.
He might. You could interrupt.
Let's try it.
Battlecry,
Let's
yeah.
try it. Let's try it. Interrupt front, right?
Mid.
Or is that
Interrupt
a mid?
mid. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. And so what happens if I interrupt his battle cry? I get a ton of meter.
You get a full meter, which
And it-
he'll probably be okay with. You just getting a lot of meter.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you both interrupted each other.
Okay. Dang it. Life tap would have been clutch right there.
Well, yeah, life tap would have been
This is
good.
gonna hurt. Oh gosh.
It's gonna hurt hard.
All right. I think he's gonna assume I'm gonna like want to heal or something, right?
Yeah.
And he
So I would use
overpower.
this.
What do you think he's gonna overpower?
He might do overpower. He could do battle cry again too. So you could fierce attack. If he overpowers, fierce attack's the right play. If he
Fierce
battle
attack doesn't
cries,
because it does overpower would do nothing because there's no skill.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, gosh, let's just do it.
Work
Get
him
it.
down.
Did I get that in time?
Yeah, he tried to interrupt your midline.
How much of
life
that
does
bar did I take? How much bar? Like
you will kill him with a
fierce attack won't
fierce
take a
attack.
chunk, will it?
Fierce attack will kill him because you did 133 damage and he has 119 life
All right.
left.
So what kind of skills could he do that would go before my fierce attack and kill my archer before it can?
If he has overpower, that'll and I can't remember.
But if I fierce attack, it's not
secondary
overpower doesn't do anything
skill
because it's not a
is.
skill, right?
I forget what the secondary skill of a Dread Knight is. I do not own a Dread Knight. Let me look that up.
Switch out. Aspiring Spike is saying I should switch him out.
That's not bad. Oh,
I mean, if I switch him out,
you could fierce attack again, and you will. If he does overpower, I think it does 80 damage. Actually, not.
He has 100.
0.
Okay, I'm gonna swap.
Okay.
Who should I swap? I guess I can front.
You could. Bring the priest
a bad
in.
call?
Let the priest die. And then you will attack.
I already made my call.
Let the priest die, and then you'll auto attack and you'll kill him off.
Okay, I kind of screwed that up already. I already brought my dragoon up.
Oh, that's all right.
Gosh. So why did he do overpower?
Or it does 80 damage. I misspoke earlier. Because swapping's not a skill. So it does either if it does 160 if you have if you use a skill, and it does 80 if you don't use a skill.
All right.
I would do you're gonna be, I think, slower. Do you remember what the levels were
And I should have
on your
skewered this
guys?
guy from the beginning. What's this? The what?
What your levels are?
My Dragoon is level 10. My Priest is 4, and my
And
Archer's level 16.
what was his Dread Knight's level?
I don't know. I'm gonna run out of time here.
I'll try to scroll up. I'll look. All right, his Dread Knight is a level 11. No, I'm looking in the wrong.
Dude, I'm
Sorry.
just gonna
All right,
face attack
just do it.
him.
Not sorry, not a very
I'm not good at this,
co-pilot
guys.
right now.
I'm not good at this. Dang it. He
Oh, he
swapped
switched.
him out.
That's okay.
Yeah, dude, you're playing against the king right now.
Okay, so I mean, I'd like to get my Archer in, and because my Archer has a skill that can blow up his black line, right?
Yeah. Go ahead and I would heal.
Do that heal right now.
Yeah. He might keep trying to battle cry though. I don't know if Joseph's.
Will battle cry
listening.
just be?
I think battle cry
front line,
increases
right?
the damage on the front line, and I don't know if it keeps stacking for all of
I'll look
time.
it
As
up
I
real
think is what
quick.
he said.
Battle cry, deal 40 damage to self and increase your frontline damage by 50%.
Yeah, so he might keep doing that.
Yikes.
So an interrupt on the mid might be a solid play. You got 20 seconds.
Dude, am I? Oh, I'm in B. Sorry, I went to my own room. Wait, I thought I healed. Did I not?
Either interrupt mid or heal. Those are your two choices.
Okay, skill.
Oh,
Dang it!
he called it.
My midline. Okay, I haven't used like any of my meter. This happened last time.
Yeah.
I don't have. I need like more. I need better heroes that have like metered skills. Yikes!
Try using you could try using
What are my
skewer.
options here?
Skewer is a decent option.
Bob says skewer's good.
Skewer, let's do it. He's watching freaking interrupt me.
Nice.
Okay. What did he use? Battle
Battle
cry?
cry.
Dang, dude. That Archer's got a lot of HP. Okay. Cool. It's not looking good. Okay, so what happens if I swap? Like, that's my turn, right? Then all I have is auto attack.
Yeah, that's right. He might try to use full draw. So, and he will attack.
Interrupt his front line.
He'll attack you first no matter what. So you would also lose your Dragoon if he does that.
Just because his Archer's faster than my Dragoon.
Yeah. So this is a tough place to be because I would not want to take a full draw on your Archer. I mean, he's your only win.
I'm
Right
gonna
now.
take. I'd rather lose my Dragoon than my Archer.
Okay, good choice.
Okay. And then he kills him. And then my priest will run up and slap
Do
him
nothing.
for 28
Yeah,
damage.
I guess that's the hard part.
Okay.
Full draw still threatens you right now. Is the really the rub of it.
My priest will die and he'll come in and auto attack. He's gonna expect me to full draw on his.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna expect me to full draw on his dread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could swap
or I could
in.
heal.
Yeah, use heal.
What was
That's
swapping do
smart.
here?
No, heal. That's right. Oh, I haven't
Battle blessing.
seen Battle
Your
Blessing.
entire
Maybe
team's
that
damage
would
and
have
speed
been.
by 50%.
Huh. If you could go back, that might be a way.
Problem is, like, my guys, you have to be on the front line to cast that, right?
Yeah. So
Or
let's
could
see
I
what
have
happens.
cast that from the mid line?
He yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he tried to
Yeah, if
interrupt.
he was expecting that.
So that heal was solid. I mean, that gave you
Oof.
slaps hard.
Slapping. Okay, 28. Could my priest knock him? No, he's gonna get.
Yeah,
All right.
your priest
Do you think he's
will
gonna
knock him out if he auto.
He's
Well, no,
gonna expect me to go for the. I don't know.
use. I don't think he knows about. What's your priest? Use your priest's ultimate ability. You just do that. Oh wait. He's gonna try to use full
Wait,
draw
this is just.
on you. Shit, he's gonna use full draw on you. Damn it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I messed that up.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, that gives you damage and speed.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. All right, now he's gonna come up and murk this guy, right?
Yeah.
Is this Berserker? Does he have much other than Battle Cry?
Berserkers also have.
They've got. I'll look here.
Trying to look it up.
They've
Rancor.
got Rancor.
So deal
2x your damage to enemy front line.
and do some to yourself. Okay, so
how much life does this guy have?
He could use overpower as well. I don't know. We'd have to go back up and look at it. He could easily interrupt you, so I would maybe
Fierce attack it.
fierce attack it. Yeah.
He's gonna go.
Yeah, fierce attack it.
Can my guy even take another hit?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, but his dread came in and murked you. Sorry.
Oh, dude, I did wipe that guy in one hit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? For my second DFK club fight, I'm gonna take this as a win against Corey.
I could have done a much better job
not too
piloting.
bad.
I should have called that full draw, because if you would have
so-
had that extra life, that would have made a difference there.
So does that battle blessing? Could I have cast that from the midline?
You could have, yeah.
Dude, that would have been huge earlier in the when I had
Yeah.
meter. I sat on
Yeah.
4 meter for
Yeah,
way too long.
Battle Blessing is a brand new one. I think. So I've not seen that one in action yet.
Oh, he
needs
says
to be
battle
front
blessing needs
line.
front line to work.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I don't know if I've ever been able to make this lineup work with a level 30 average, because that priest is gonna get one hit in almost any lineup. Cool. Well, hey, that was actually fun. I need to. I'm definitely interested to play this more. We're pushing an hour and a half now, so we should wrap it up. Baby Punch.
Yeah, that's
thanks for
sweet.
joining.
I need to look into this more. I need to start doing this.
That's kind of fun though. I do like that. It is so much more fun than duels. Don't get me wrong. I do love my auto duels, and like the theory crafting behind that. But I need to make up a cool team comp.
And for those of you watching out there that it's making you a little nervous, if that's anyone, we are going to have 2 tournaments going on next time simultaneously. It'll probably be the second week in December since we're sneaking up on the first week here in a hurry. And we're planning on doing both a heavyweight tournament and a baby cup tournament at the same time. And so the baby cup tournament, if you're new, if you want to jump into it, go buy 3 floor heroes, level 1s. They're really fun. Battles go fast. I mean, battles do not take any more than like 8 turns usually. And so it's a great way to get into the game and have fun and get started.
Awesome. And what was so it's a baby weight, and what was the other one? Was it a heavyweight
I believe
or
we're
a
going
light
to do a
heavyweight?
heavyweight.
Oh, so that's like
Well, no,
that's
we
like
might. No. It will be. I think it
Chads.
will be light heavyweight. I
okay.
think it will
Light
be light
heavyweight, I'm
heavyweight.
into that. I'm gonna make a light heavyweight team and register for that. Heavyweight, I've seen some of the guys in DFK Helper and their hero pool, and I do not want to play against them.
Yeah,
So
no chance.
okay, Guy Kid saying heavyweight with a level 13 cap.
Oh, there we go. I should have just asked Guy Kid.
So it can be 3x level 13. Oh, okay. So does that mean I could have my level 16 archer? I would just need to offset that with a level 10 and then another level 13.
No.
Or is it 13? Oh,
I think
13
it's
hero level
13.
max. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be messing around. You guys are gonna see me in the finals.
All right.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Raph. Thanks, Baby Punch.
Thanks for having me, guys.
This was cool.
Yeah,
I'm
no
super
problem.
excited to see them fight Club, and you guys continue to keep building. Thanks
sure.
everyone for joining the stream as well. I hope everyone has a nice rest of their week.
Yep, thanks guys. Appreciate everyone coming out.